I'm Breven Honda, golf reporter for Sportsnaut, taking a look back at the 10 best performances at the Open Championship dating all the way back to its first in 1960. Now, number 10, we go back to 1968, just the ninth Open Championship, and we go to the youngest tournament winner in Open Championship history, and that goes at 17 years old. Young Tom Morris defeated his father, among many other competitors, by 3 strokes, set a 3-round score of 154. Remember, Prestwick Golf Club at the time was a 12-hole course, so unlike anything what we see in today's major tournament landscape. So young Tom Morris comes at number 10. Number 9, we go to Bobby Jones at St. Andrews in 1927, utilized experience for this major tournament win to win by 6 after withdrawing 6 years earlier in 1921 as a result of poor play through 11 holes. Bobby Jones comes in at number 9. Number 8, not only do you need experience, but you also need to score well. And that's what Henrik Stenson was able to provide in 2016 at Royal Troon. Fired a final round 63 for the win and went on to score 20 under for the tournament, which broke the 72-hole score in relation to par. Number 7, we go to the following year in Jordan Spieth, and not only do you need experience, not only do you need a good round, but you gotta also have some luck along the way and find a little bit of resilience. That's what Jordan Spieth was able to do in 2017 at Royal Birkdale. During the final round, he was right at the top of the leaderboard, and when it came to the 13th hole, it felt like a collapse might have come because his tee shot went wide right, and he was trying to figure out where to drop his next ball, and that turned out to be in the driving range out of all places. And he had a great lie, obviously, in the driving range, was able to, after that shot, get up and down to say bogey, was able to get that shot back for birdie on the next hole, eagled the 15th after that, and went on to win the Claret Jug in his 3rd major tournament. All right, number 6, we go to 2019 at Royal Portrush in Northern Ireland. It was the first tournament in Northern Ireland, the first Open Championship in Northern Ireland in nearly 7 decades. And what more fitting of a way than it is for an Irishman himself to win an Open Championship on his home soil. And that's what Shane Lowry was able to deliver. Like Henrik Stenson, used a 63 during his, which came in Lowry's 3rd round, to win by 6, and a dominating performance to claim the Claret Jug just 4 years ago in 2019. Now we get to the top 5, where we kick things off with Arnold Palmer in 1961. He ended a trend and also started one as well. 1961 was the first time in 8 years that an American won the Open Championship, dating back to Ben Hogan in 1953, and it also started a streak of, you look at pretty much since that moment in 61 when Arnold Palmer won at Royal Troon, the Claret Jug has come across the Atlantic Ocean more than half the time. So you're seeing that success from the Americans, and we're going to continue to see that among the rest of this top 5 among the Open champions. So number 4, we get to Jack Nicklaus, the 18-time major winner, won 3 Open titles, won 2 at St. Andrews, and we're going to highlight his first in 1970, where it came down to a playoff between him and Doug Sanders. And on that final hole of that playoff, Jack Nicklaus is a drivable par 4, and Jack Nicklaus, he drove his shot past the green. The shot went about 360 yards. He was able to get up and down for birdie to go on and win that first Open Championship at St. Andrews. Like I mentioned, the first of 18 for the Golden Bear. Number 3, we go to Harry Vardon back in 1914 at Prestwick Golf Club. That where he was pretty much, when it came to Open Championship golf in the early 1900s, it was him versus the field. And in total, Vardon won 6 Open Championships, a record that still stands today, sits at number 3 among this top 10. All right, top 2 we go now, where it's Tiger Woods that sits here when he won at St. Andrews in 2000. It was pretty much the peak of when he was winning major tournaments, one after another. Won 4 consecutive majors that ended with the 2001 Masters, but in the 2000 Open Championship, got that third leg of that Tiger Slam, got completed that Grand Slam total instead of the 4 consecutive majors. Won the career Grand Slam. We went all 4 majors once at the 2000 Open Championship. He shot 19 under par, won by 8, and joined the career Grand Slam party with Nicklaus, Ben Hogan, Gary Player, and Gene Sargent. So one of the most dominating performances that we've seen in Scotland for an Open Championship. And the top moment, the number one moment, is 1977 at Turnberry, the duel in the sun between Tom Watson and Jack Nicklaus. It was a major for the ages. Tom Watson, 10 years younger than Jack Nicklaus, and they were just going back and forth, and they pulled away so much from the field that they were up by they both of them were leading by 10. And not only did you have a high competition as like what we like to see in these tournaments, but you also had the sportsmanship between these two, as Tom Watson's win by birdieing the 4 of his final 6 holes goes on to become the best performance at an Open Championship. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let us know some of your favorite Open Championship moments, and subscribe to Sportsnaut and find out all of our amazing content here.